About the judge's hair. Stand outside that red line in the middle.
Morning. How are you this morning? Good. I'm Judge Alls. I need you to state your, slowly, please, your full legal name.
My name is Akinwale Elijah.
Okay. You've never been in jail before?
I am sir.
Okay, all this is, it's not a hearing, it's not a trial or anything. The state of Texas, we're required to make sure you understand why you're here, what the charge is, what the penalty is, what your rights are, and what the bond will be set at. I'll need, as I go through this, I'll need a verbal response, of yes or no. If you have questions, I'll answer them when we're finished. But sometimes you might have a question and it can be covered as I go, so. If you have any, like I said, if you have any questions, just hold them till the end. So you have a Texas Department of Public Safety, the state trooper, charged for possession of marijuana less than 2 ounces, which is a Class B misdemeanor. A Class B misdemeanor, a Class C is a traffic citation. Class B is just one step above that. It's not a major crime, but it is an arrestable offense. Okay. Speak English. Do you have any hearing problems?
No, sir.
Okay. Here are your rights. You have the right to an attorney. Have him or her present prior to and during any interview or questioning by peace officers or attorneys representing the state. You may have reasonable time and opportunity to consult with your attorney if you desire. You understand this?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, you have the right to an attorney. That's your right. You have a right to an attorney. You have the right to have, if you're questioned by a peace officer or attorneys that represent the state, you have the right to have them present. Okay?
What do I mean? I've never been in a case in my life. I just like.
Okay, we'll get to that at the end. Okay. Or the next question. So you understand you have the right to an attorney. Okay, to have them present. Not here right now, but in any other questioning later on. This is, I'm not questioning you about the offense. I'm just giving you your rights and stuff. Okay. Okay, if you cannot afford an attorney, you have the right to request the appointment of an attorney to be present prior to and during any interview or questioning by peace officers or attorneys representing the state. In other words, if you don't have the money to hire your own attorney, the state will provide you an attorney. However, if they find later that you could afford an attorney, they will bill you for that attorney. Okay? So do you request the state provide you with an attorney?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. You're not required to make a statement. Any statement you make can and may be used against you in court. You have the right to stop any interview or questioning at any time. Now, you understand these rights?
Yes.
You have the right, you don't have to say anything to any police officer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
No, I'm not racist.
Do you wish that we contact your country's consulate?
Country?
Your consulate.
Council.
It means the people from your country that are over here have an embassy or something.
Like people who are in my country who are here. Sorry, I don't understand it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Countries have what they call ambassadors.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So you have from your country, there's an ambassador over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you wish that we contact him? You could change your mind later. Yeah.
So, so can I ask a question?
Yes,
Do I know the reason why I can't see?
I can't answer that. I don't know the laws in your country. If they require things like that. There's some questions I can answer, some I don't know the answer to. But you can contact them later if you want to. I mean, that's all up to you. Okay, so I'm going to put right now that you don't want us to contact them. Okay. All right, your bail is set at $3,000. You have any other questions?
The question I have is just that, I'm going to be taken to court.
You may be what?
Taking it forward.
This will go to Archer County Court, County Court here in Archer City. It could be 2 months, it could be a year before they'll call you to court.
Sorry, do I still have to be,
I can't hear you.
I have to go to jail? I see what I'm saying.
You don't have to stay in jail all the time, no.
No, what bail is, you can, if you have $3,000 you can put down, they'll let you out today. But if you don't have $3,000, she'll step you through it. You can call a bondsman and they will charge you a percentage. Usually it's like 10%, so it'd be $300 and they'll cover the 3,000. Okay, you won't get that 300 back. But if you have 3,000, you put it down and you go to court, you'll get that money back.
Okay, so if I go to court, I'm gonna get the money back, but they won't sentence me to like prison. If I go to court, they won't sentence me to prison.
This won't be this charge is not a prison charge. It's a county jail charge. If you go anywhere, it'll be here.
So I'm still gonna follow it. Still gonna remind.
The acoustics in here aren't good. I can't hear what you're saying.
And I mean, I just still gonna like, they told me back then, after I go to court.
No, if you go to court and they give you your sentence and they say, you know, you're gonna serve on probation, if you don't get any trouble, you know, then you're done with your charge. When you go to court, they'll tell you what they're gonna do. But this is not a very serious crime. It is a crime, but it's not very serious, so it's not one you're gonna go to prison for. So normally they just give you a fine and then maybe probation or something. You know what probation is?
Yeah. What is that?
Probation is when you would see a probation officer, you check in with him monthly, let him know how you're doing, that you're not getting in any trouble. And at the end of the time frame, then it just goes away.
I won't be able to travel, won't be able to.
No, you can do all that. You're just gonna have the same touch. So right now, you're not convicted of any crime, so you can just go on and about doing your job. But, you know, if you were convicted of it, because right now, we're not saying you're innocent or guilty, okay? So once you go to court, they will determine that. So until then, you know, you'll just continue on until you go to court. And like he said, it might be 2 months or, you know, a year. It just depends on how quick they get their cases in, because they have a lot of cases in court. Okay? But you'll get letters, you gotta stay in touch. If you go through a bonding officer, you have to stay in close contact with them so they can notify you of all your hearings. And you must show up at the hearing when they call you, because if not, they issue a warrant for your arrest and you'll be back. Okay? So if you show up at your court hearings, and you'll be just fine. Okay?
I'm gonna go to the court and go.
Okay. Okay.
Anything else?
Also, please, sir, I have, you know, I told the coach when you get married, it's the annual photo about the beauty because of the coach. Well, how can you organize the question my career or personally or my career anyway? I can I still pursue my career in the person or it doesn't really like Like I
Your
have,
car,
like I am, like my like phone things. I'm trying to be like police officer. Also, I did this police officer.
oh, you're trying to be a police officer?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's lots of options. You can talk to your attorney about deferred adjudication and all kinds of things. That's something you can talk to an attorney about to try to get it not to go on your, okay? But, you'll have to work that out with them, your attorney. Okay?
You want to be a police officer? Or,
Yeah.
well, there's some departments that if you've been charged with marijuana one time, they sometimes overlook it. There's some departments, like my son is a Dallas police officer. If you've had marijuana, bye-bye. But there's some departments, they'll let you slide on one. Yes.
If you plan to be a police officer, you need to stop that.
I already stopped when you go to the police. I've never been a celibate.
You don't like that?
No, I don't like it. I've never been in such. I mean,
That's not a fun place to be.
yes, my dad is a correctional officer. And when you get back on board, he always tells me about prison systems. I don't want to be in that at all. And yesterday, gonna be that how to ask me my name.
Well,
And then you still have a, speeding ticket to take care of too.
did you get one?
Did you get one?
I don't have a copy.
Well, then I don't know. I figured you'd have one.
Yeah, the reason they stopped you is because you were doing 75 and 55.
I was doing,
You were speeding yesterday.
yeah, okay, he said that was really, yeah, he said the reason stopping, I was speaking, but he didn't tell me what I was actually doing. Like maybe 50 or 50.
No, it's 75 and 55.
He may not have written you a citation.
Yeah, we'll look about that, okay?
Of course, you're up to have my copy of it. Anything else?
So that's fine. Thanks.
Okay. I need your signature. And what you're signing says right here, all your signing is went over the form. You're not pleading guilty or anything, it's, we went over this form. And you get a copy.
Yes, sir.
That's your signature, your name is that long.
Yeah,
You have to be kidding.
That's very long.
There's 28 letters in that name.
That's funny.
Okay, this is your copy. You can take it with you now, or they can put it with the rest of your property and you can get it when you're released. And you don't need to put it back up, just go ahead and start making phone calls. But if you get an attorney, sometimes we want to see this.
Okay. So when I get to court, sorry, when I go to court, I have to take this at home.
No, you just need to keep up with it in case when you get an attorney, they sometimes want to see it, just to make sure you have your rights. You'll need to get him an attorney form. And you can leave him out here, I'll go ahead and leave him on the side.
Sit right here and I'm gonna go around and turn the camera. Okay? Try to see.